My name is Kate Soper, and I would like to share with you my 4T barrier framework for staff development. I've been working with digital education and training for over 17 years, and I've been involved in various research projects linked to staff experiences of digital education and also their perceptions of training and support. And what has emerged from that research and experience is my 4T barrier framework. The framework can be used when planning the staff development element of your digital education strategy. And although it was originally developed to assist digital education teams in higher education to take a more strategic approach to their staff development programme, I believe it is equally applicable to any staff development which involves training and digital tools. The 4T barrier framework looks explicitly at the four main barriers which prevent colleagues from effectively engaging with your training offer. The framework works as a lens through which you can explore if your offering is diverse enough to provide multiple pathways around these barriers. The first barrier is time constraints. Many academic staff cite lack of time as a key factor for not engaging with training or exploring the range of digital tools on offer. This is a complex relationship as it's linked closely with academic priorities and the value institutions place on digital education strategies. However, even if you are not in a position to alter the strategic direction of your institution, being aware of this barrier is important when assessing your current digital education training and support strategy. Key questions to reflect on here are things like, is our current training offering flexible enough to accommodate varying schedules and time constraints of our staff? Are there alternative methods besides workshops being used to effectively disseminate key information? How do our staff find out about the support on offer? How easy is it to find? The second barrier is training opportunities, and this relates to research findings where academic colleagues often will state that the workshops or sessions are not provided in time slots that they can attend or are not well aligned with their priorities at that moment. Key reflective questions here are to consider things like, how well aligned are our workshop schedules with the academic calendars and the overall availability of our staff? In what ways do we involve staff in the shaping and contributing to our training sessions to make them more relevant and impactful? How collaborative are we with heads of department, faculty deans, and programme leaders to ensure our training programmes meet organisational goals? The third T is for technology overwhelm, and I think this is probably the element which is most often overlooked by digital education teams. We often want to tell staff about all the amazing potential different tools have, and we'll try to promote and include as many different useful elements as possible. Unfortunately, though, this can lead to time-poor staff feeling a sense of technology overwhelm, where they just really want to know what are the essential elements that they need to know to get started. So key reflective questions here are things like, have we clearly defined the essential digital skills required for our staff, ensuring that focus on the most relevant and impactful aspects? How streamlined is our dissemination process for updates on platforms like Teams to minimise staff overwhelm? How clearly defined and focused are the objectives and benefits of our training materials? The final barrier is a complicated one, which I've termed trust and support. And this is representing a barrier whereby some colleagues are reluctant to seek help from digital education teams due to trust issues or a lack of established relationships with those teams. My research has shown me that there can be a sense of embarrassment around asking for digital education support, with colleagues worried about exposing a lack of knowledge or expertise in an area. In such cases, individuals will often turn to trusted colleagues, and in many cases, there becomes one or two unofficial digital experts providing huge amounts of unacknowledged technical support. Key reflective questions here are to explore in what ways are we actively promoting peer-to-peer learning within our team to build trust and encourage knowledge exchange? How well have we fostered a collaborative culture where colleagues feel comfortable seeking help and sharing challenges without judgment? How well do we support colleagues who find themselves in that role of digital expert within their teams? I hope that you have found this framework useful, and please do get in touch if you'd like to explore how I can help your team strategically examine your training offer to help address and navigate these barriers.